It has already been 5 months since I ventured into selling AI-generated art on Etsy. Surprisingly, I created over 80 unique designs during this period. Today, I'll comprehensively review my experience, highlighting both my successful strategies and the significant mistakes I made. My goal is to share the reality of the endeavor, moving beyond the overly optimistic portrayals you've seen online. Like many of you, I initially believed that selling AI could be a lucrative way to earn an extra $1,000 or even $10,000 per month as others show. However, my journey has not matched these expectations, and I'll delve into the reasons why and the most crucial things you need to do to succeed. Let's dive right in. It all started when I saw numerous videos discussing the benefits of AI-generated art and the potential for substantial profits, but they often lack transparency. Initially, I intended to provide a more candid view of the process and the reality of the actual profits you can earn. My journey started with a strategy that likely mirrors what you've considered: finding a niche, producing art within that niche with Midjourney, and creating a digital file that you can distribute on platforms like Etsy. I plan to run Etsy ads to show the potential profit of selling AI and call it a day. Back then, my only investment was my time and the Midjourney subscription fee, so I thought that could be an easy cash grab. Boy, I was wrong. If you're thinking of starting this AI hype train business, thinking you're going to make tens of thousands of dollars that these influencers tell you, I hate to break it to you, but you're not going to make it. One thing is very common among many successful 6-figure or 7-figure stores. They all have been around for at least a year or longer and have hundreds, if not thousands, of listings. That tells us that it's a marathon and not a sprint. Look, I'll be honest, although I had this in my mind, I thought I could pull off some crazy AI designs that could sell like hotcakes. But the truth is, Etsy doesn't know who you are, and they don't care whether you can spew out fantastic AI generated designs. At the end of the day, you need time and consistency to make this work. Just getting into my 5th month, I finally started to see some positive profits. That's 5 months of putting consistent designs and listings, spending around 1 to 2 hours daily. With that being said, please do not believe the hype that YouTubers are putting out there promising you can make a crazy amount of money in a short time period. Another reality check I got going into my 5th month of this business is that quantity and consistency pays off. I've explained in my last video that I was on the verge of giving up on this Etsy business near the middle of my 4th month because there was absolutely no traction whatsoever. But towards the end of the 4th month, going into my 5th month, I had this explosion of orders and views ever since passing around 60 listings. I mentioned to you guys that 100 listings is the minimum magic quantity for the Etsy algorithm to kick in, and the closer I get to it, the more I believe that's true. Right now, I'm consistently getting 1 to 3 orders a day in my 5th month, which I'll go over in my next update video, so subscribe if you haven't already. So you understand that you need quantity, but what about the niche and saturation? Did I get lucky on my first store to pick the right niche and a low competition market? I definitely don't think so. I'm selling digital patterns, one of the most heavily saturated niches you can be in. I can tell you right now, you can do all the research utilizing tools out there to find that holy grail of product niche, but it will all come down to sticking to one thing and being consistent in pumping out listings. I've seen so many different stores selling one product and they are doing 5 to 6 figures a month. Just look at this store bringing in anywhere between 30 to 40,000 a month just selling mug designs. Again, the store has thousands of listings, which proves my point about consistency. Now, I'm not saying that the tools to find low competition niche or product will not help you. It definitely will, but the aftermath of the research process is what matters in the long run. Do you have what it takes to continue for 3, 6, or even 9 months seeing no significant results? Now, if I were to go back 5 months ago and restart this business, here are some things I would have done differently. One thing for sure is to not rely on paid ads. Although I didn't rely on it as a main source to drive traffic, I hope to get consistent sales with Etsy ads, but unless you're selling a high margin product that is maybe over $5, SEO will be your best friend in getting organic traffic sales. Next, I would not worry too much about saturation because we all start somewhere and need to build a library of listings to start triggering the algorithm. Just don't be so concerned whether you're picking the right product or niche to sell in, but rather find what you're truly interested in creating for the next 6 months to a year. But before starting your journey, I recommend you to utilize the best Etsy tools out there, which you can check out in this video. Thanks for watching. Peace.